Jaume Martinez-Vic in the final, but Rafa Hewett, like you said, has beaten McGuffin, beaten Christian Alshon a few times. So we'll see if who gets out to a better start here.
Point. Right up. 1-0.
Nice angle there from Johnson. Hewett unable to get that one.
Hewett coming into this match, well, as the 17th seed, I believe, and J-Dub coming in as the 11th seed. Can you talk about how those seedings are generated?
Yeah, so the seeding for this tournament, it goes based off of the last, I believe, the final year, the last 16 events that you've played, kind of the 52-week rankings. And so, you see someone like J.W. Johnson, who, obviously a very accomplished singles player. So he's not higher because he doesn't play singles at every event. He takes, maybe plays one singles tournament out of 3 or 4 on the PPA side.
Side out.
So that's why, he's not maybe like a top 8 or top 6 seed that you might expect.
Yep, exactly. That's a great point. J-Dub usually is hatless. Today he's sporting his Dallas Flash MLP hat. He played phenomenal on Sunday. I was watching those matches. And there's the Rafa Hewett forehand, which if you're going to play him, you better be careful. If you go to that forehand, you better have the ball down, and you better have Rafa on the move as he's hitting it, because if he can be stationary, he's going to make you pay, as he can do on the backhand as well.
Just painting, going cross-court both, really back-to-back on both wings. Really nice there from Hewett. Really loves that two-handed backhand.
Yeah, and talking to him about his tennis career after this point. Played Division I college tennis down south, and he's a Southerner. He's got a cute little accent that I tease him about. Rafa is one of the most incredible characters that we have in the entire sport. I love talking to this guy and playing rec games with him.
He's got a signature round him up Rafa celebration,
which I'm sure we'll see in this match after he wins a huge point. He can't chest bump anybody, so he has to do the Rafa lefty roundabout swirl.
Side out.
And Hewett with a 1-point advantage here early, 3-2.
3-2. Side out.
So that's one thing that makes Rafa such a tough singles player, is he's got a really good serve, a great return, and he can hurt you both off his forehand and his backhand. He actually loves his backhand return. Oftentimes in doubles, he'll run around.
Wow, what a point there.
Yeah, he'll run around his forehand sometime on the return of serve to his backhand. He loves his two-y backhand.
3-3.
Just that misdirection there from Johnson, able to use that one-handed backhand flick, probably top 1, maybe the best in the game, maybe top 2, top 3, but just effortless on that backhand.
I have him and Ben as 1 and 2 in that category. And Fed is not too far behind them now. He's really worked on that shot as well.
I think you've got to put Hayden Patchpoint up there as well.
For sure.
His flick is amazing. So much wrist, I guess lag or flexion, whatever you want to call it.
Tardio's worked really well on that backhand and forehand flick. Gabe too. Oh, he got a good look at that. Oh, he just got a little greedy on it downwind.
Just tough. It looked like he was going to jumping a little bit in the air on that one as well. Tough to keep it down. Off of the net.
Just net forward. So that gets J-Dub to 7-3 here in the early stages of game.
It's been competitive, but just, just a run of 4 points. It happens so quickly. 2 in a row.
And Rafa very frustrated, wanted to destroy that Vulcan ball. By the way, I absolutely love this ball. Will, you and I were talking about this off the air. Vulcan has done a fantastic job with this ball and improving it from the first versions. of this Vulcan ball.
What would you say is different from the first version? I know,
This one stays in its round form much longer than the previous one, and it's also more durable, and I think you could more. What I mean by that is you can maneuver the ball better.
Side out.
And the players really, really appreciate the resources and development and time and money that Vulcan has put into this ball. And I know the PPA is very, very happy with the progression of this ball.
8-3.
Johnson serving 8-3. Nice anticipation there from Rafa Hewett. Looked like Johnson may have had the opening going down the line on the forehand, but Hewett jumps and cuts it off and gets the serve back on his side.
3-8.
Yeah, this is where he's got to make his move, I think. Well, he's got to get to 5 here at least, and that is not going to help his cause. In my view, such a big difference mentally from 8 to 9.
8-3. Yeah, you can't call that one out.
Stays in
Right out.
from Hewett off the backhand. Looked like Johnson was going to try and play some cat and mouse there, but Hewett gets the winner up the line.
Rafa likes to talk. And a thumbs up there by Hewett, knowing what a terrific backhand flick cross-court volley that was.
And that is one thing I appreciate. Yes, Rafa likes to talk, likes to chirp a little bit, but he always appreciates and acknowledges a great shot from his opponent. And I think that's, you don't see that from everybody. But he will certainly let you hear it when he hits a great shot, as he did right there. A little stare down after that one as well for Hewett, still trailing 3-8.
3-8.
And that ain't coming back, J-Dub says. So he's got the side out. See if he can try to get to that 9, that all-important 9 number here. Serving out of the shadows into the sun. Yeah, Rafa wanted to call that ball out, but into the wind, it came down just enough at the end to clip the back edge of that line, so correctly called in.
9-3.
What a shot there from Hewett. Nice little two-handed drive from Johnson cross court, but just the way that Hewett's able to kind of put that paddle out with his left hand, and just get the angle on it, really impressive.
It's going to sail just wide. Yeah, Rafa does a great job of anticipating where that ball's coming. What he does is he reads his opponent's paddle face. He got the backhand he likes.
Still hanging around in this, 9-4 in favor of the 11 seed.
Rafa, one of the best two-handed backhands we have in the men's pro game. I give Donald Young some credit there. Gabriel Joseph.
You gotta say Connor Garnett.
Oh,
at top of that list,
Connor
in my opinion.
might be number 1.
In Tui Nation, how can you not appreciate it?
Exactly.
4-9. Side out.
And talk about anticipation. J-Dub was moving to his right as Rafa was hitting that ball. Terrific read off the Hewett forehand.
9-4.
Yeah, that's a great cover there by Rafa, and he got it ball down to J-Dub's feet, making that shot so much more difficult.
4-9. Side out.
And just Hewett unable to get off of 4. It's been a few side outs, and it's mostly just not having success on those third shots. But now we do get an offensive timeout here from J.W. Johnson. What do you like? Do you like that? Do you like that play?
Both of those returns sailed pretty long, so let's see if he can make that adjustment. He just looked over at the flag.
That one stays in, though.
You know, players, when you ever play in the wind, I don't care if it's a rec game, tournament, drilling, one thing I say to my partner as I walk onto the court for every match, I don't care if it's a rec game or whatever, is the wind is down. We're downwind left to right, or we're into the wind right to left. It's so important in pickleball because you're using a wiffle ball with a lot of holes in it.
Right.
And it's so sensitive to the wind. Even a 5 to 8 mile an hour wind, I will think about it when I'm playing pickleball. So folks, always know what the wind is doing. And there's another, he's not making the adjustment yet.
We'll see if Hewett can take advantage.
Side out.
And overcooks that one. Still up 2-1. Johnson will look to tie it here.
1-2.
Yeah, I tell you what, if it gets into a cat and mouse game, I give the huge advantage to J-Dub. He's quicker, he's got better hands, he's got quicker hands, probably more powerful hands. And J-Dub knows this,
right.
So he's going to try to initiate that cat and mouse game. Oh, it's an excellent volley there by Rafa. And credit him for the footwork to get in position to execute that volley.
And to also avoid, you know, accidentally stepping over the kitchen line, even just having one toe on it, will get called for a fault. These referees diligent.
Point. 15 seconds. No timeout. 3-2. Point.
Another return long, Will.
That's 3 so far this game for J.W. Johnson.
4-2.
And Rafa rounding him up. Nice little run here, 5-2.
5-2. Point.
I think you're going to time out here after 3 unforced errors in a row there by the birthday boy, J-Dub. And try to force this match to a deciding game 3.
6-2.
His game style in all 3 events as well.
And then we're going to redo that. We redo the let courts here on the PPA Tour. So I'm not sure if it's Rafa getting a little tired or if he feels like that's an advantage for him to stay back on the return of serve. We didn't see that in game 1. And let's keep an eye on that. That's 3 in a row where he stayed back after the return of serve.
Line out.
See what he does here. Another return point for Hewett.
3-6.
Yeah, it was back.
Line out.
And we did see him again stay back on that. Maybe he's just, you know, wants to respect the 3rd shot of J-Dub and make sure, you know, just not give him an easy angle. It may also maybe take a little bit of pressure off of his returns.
Well, you don't see that very often. A miss-hit forehanded on the bottom of the net by J-Dub. I didn't think it was that great of a serve.
7-3.
So 7-3 here in game 2. And as Hewett doing the commentary, we should mic him up. He said that is just too good.
Let's get Hewett on the mic. Let's get Rafa on the mic, I think.
He's great at it. That was not an intentional short return by Rafa.
Certainly not.
He just mishit it. He actually thought he missed it in the net.
I actually thought it was the grunt afterwards that kind of willed it over the net.
Side out.
And that one called wide from Johnson. Would have been insane to get that, but still stuck at 7-3.
3-7.
Staying back there, even off a great return.
Because he knows he's going to hit a shot like that off the net.
And he comes up and kisses at the net.
Hey, just, you know, we love public displays of affection. Good for Rafa.
Oh, I'd love to see him having fun out here.
Johnson leaning, trying to hold himself back from hitting the kitchen line. Hewett making sure the refs are on it.
Rafa, a good example of how a person can compete really hard and still have fun at the same time and enjoy the process.
It's the best part about pickleball. Again, the short return that time kind of lets Johnson, you know, have his pick of his shots. Ends up going with the dropper, and he's going to win that cat and mouse. When he starts off in that advantageous position, it's just so hard to work your way back to neutral.
Yep. And Rafa, a very good mover on the court, but obviously J-Dub with a significant mobility advantage.
Point.
We're going to get a timeout here after that wild forehand.
Almost instantly after he hit that shot, we do get a timeout.
Over 100 people yesterday afternoon watching these matches on this gorgeous grandstand court. And I don't know if that's one of the reasons he's staying back is to conserve energy.
Right.
Only he knows that, but he might want to look to change that up here and get a little pressure on J-Dub. Might be a little winded.
Side out.
Oh, and what a gorgeous. And he's looking for some applause from the audience, but he gets no love. So he gives himself some love.
I'll clap. I don't even think I'm probably not supposed to, but I would certainly clap for that one backhand from Rafa Hewett. 2 in a row. And we'll give him some applause there from the commentators.
Rafa looking over here for some applause from us here, Will.
Hey, he'll get it. Appreciate a great shot when we see it.
Side out.
Yeah, we talked about that Hewett 2E, and he just loves that two-handed pass. Can go any direction. Likes to roll with the topspin. Staying back again.
And it's because he can hit shots like that, Dave.
That is incredibly impressive. I mean, J-Dub hit a great approach shot deep to the backhand, and the ball was low with some slight spin on it, and Hewett just says, not today. And he's making his errors on the forehand side.
And I think you see, you know, you talked about him not coming into the net on those returns. I just think he knows that the way he's going to win a lot of these points is off those passing shots, those incredible shots for which he's known. And, you know, yeah, sure, he can win points, you know, with volleys, of course, but if he can just wind up like that every time and get errors like we just saw there, there's no reason for him to waste energy running up. It's unorthodox.
He says out, way out.
8-6.
This is what he does to keep himself loose. He's not trying to be disrespectful to his opponent ever.
Side out.
Says that should count as a point for hitting the Lapiplasty sign on the
6-8.
net.
6-8. Oh, and a freebie. So I think you're going to get a timeout here from Rafa. I really think he's
Do it now tied at 8-8.
8-8. Side out.
Another long volley there by J-Dub. So Hewett trying to get to 9.
Side out.
Almost an incredible shot. Almost made contact with that ball behind him.
Such great volleys there by J-Dub, moving Rafa from side to side. I think J-Dub is sensing that Hewett's a little tired, a little winded here. Let's see if he keeps moving.
Point.
Just too strong there from Johnson. He takes the lead 2 points away.
9-8.
Hewett staying back. Oh, that's filthy.
Side out.
And another clap by Hewett after that phenomenal cross-court roll forehand.
And we've seen him, obviously have those great backhands, but that one coming off the forehand wing should give him some confidence on that
8-9.
side. Still some work to do.
Point.
And he got the two-handed backhand that he wanted and said, that ain't gonna work, J-Dub. So we are all square at 9-9, Will.
It's a race to 2 here.
9-9.
Yep. And it stays in a big yep there from Rafa Hewett. Game point.
Game point.
We talked about in the opening that this would be a highly competitive
10-9.
match. I'm not surprised, Will, that we're going 3 games. Rafa Hewett is a tough out. We talked about this in the pregame. I'm not surprised at all. Take those seeding numbers and throw them out.
I have bad bunions. Wish they'd disappear.
Lapiplasty.
Sup, future me. And no bunions. How?
Lapiplasty.
Lapiplasty corrects bunions at the source, meaning you're back in sneakers in weeks.
Lapiplasty.
Weeks! The future of bunion surgery is here. Learn more at lapiplasty.com. Risks include infection, pain, and loss of correction.
Point.
JDB Johnson takes the opening point, gets on the board first in this Game 3 winner to the round of 16.
We got a brand new Vulcan ball.
1-0.
Vulcan V Pro Flight, the official ball of the PPA Tour.
That's a good return there by Hewett.
Zero 1.
Oh, that is some sick pickleball. Wow, and Rafa says, are you kidding me? What do I have to do? He hit 4 incredible passing shots that against a normal human being would have been winners, but not the birthday boy today.
Just the anticipation and court coverage from Johnson.
1-0.
Yeah, baby!
It stays in from Hewett, and Johnson can do nothing but just smile, kind of laugh at that one, landing right on the line.
Yeah, baby.
You gotta love it for
Got the
Rafa
self
Hewett.
commentary going on, and look at
Point. 1-1.
and J-Dub a little greedy on his last 2 ground strokes, sailing long.
That's kind of what happened in the Game 2 as well. Got into an early hole because of missed returns.
Line out.
Rafa seemed to be making his errors off that forehand wing. And I think J-Dub has recognized that. So let's see if you see more returns of serve from Johnson to the Hewett forehand. Oh, such incredible court coverage. Rafa just cannot believe how effortlessly and efficiently the movement is from JW at the kitchen line.
That's what it's going to have to continue to be at that high of a level, because Hewett is not making a ton of errors from the baseline of his passing shots. Now we did see, we kind of had like a drop there in the middle of that point from Hewett, and that got him a ball that he was comfortable with driving, but still unable to get it. Now Johnson, the 11th seed, with a 1-point advantage, and players will switch sides at 6 here in this Game 3.
I'll recall. 3-2. Line out.
He short middle, but he didn't want to go middle there to not give JW the angle. So let's see if he continues with some of these middle returns to not give JW an angle on his next shot.
2-3. Let, I'll recall.
Redo on the left court.
2-3.
2-3 early here. Game 3. Oh, there's the forehand inside out roll winner. And every time Rafa hits one of those shots, Will, he looks at us in the booth with a little nod and roll the eyes. So Rafa pumped up. He plays his best, Will, when he is fired. And that is going to help his cause.
2 in a row there for Hewett. Just the fist bump there, too. You'd love to see it, right?
This is what he tries to do with himself internally and get himself motivated and pumped up. Is he likes to talk, he likes the gyrations, he likes getting the crowd into it.
Line out.
He'd like to have that backhand back.
Just neck and neck here in game 3. Players
3-4.
trading leads.
Yes.
Line out.
Stays in and ramble of the F's there from Rafa Hewett. Now, you know, we've seen him so many great shots off the backhand, but now
4-3.
really well on the forehand wing.
Line out.
We've seen that a few times, so many times actually, in the latter half of this match. J-Dub catching that backhand roll out in front.
3-4.
Gets a very important side out.
Stay back. That's the shot that has been so good for J-Dub, is the forehand volley down the line to the Rafa forehand. It has been extremely effective. And Hewett said, how is it not in the kitchen?
Nice touch there from Johnson. Hewett was able to get to it, but unable to get it over the net. 5-4 now in favor of Johnson, looking to switch sides with the 2-point advantage.
Great pressure there by Rafa. 4 in a row, deep to the Johnson backhand.
Now another chance to tie this one up.
4-5.
Oh, that ball's going long. Oh,
Line out.
And Hewett asking the ref.
Made a play on it. Made a play
Wait,
on
look
it.
from our angle, that
Let
was
it
a
go.
little bit long. But Hewett played it.
And that's what the ref is saying as well, that, hey, you made a play on it, you can't call it after.
Yep.
Gotta reset.
You have to make a call, Will, then you can appeal to the ref. But you gotta initially make a call.
Right, and that
Line out.
back to
8
the more
minutes.
advantage.
Point.
That one was a forced error, so J-Dub, credit to him for putting a lot of pressure
8-4.
on Hewett here at 8-4, game 3. Auxiliary turn there, deep to the backhand, stayed down. So Hewett with the ball back in his hand here, Will. Gotta get some points on this service. I feel like this is the most important service in this game, getting off a 4.
Just too good there from Johnson. Got to the kitchen line he was able to, you know, put the hatchet down and just kind of withstand the drives from Hewett and eventually gain the upper hand.
Line out.
I mean, Rafa's playing some incredible pickleball. All the credit to J-Dub for his unbelievable, what I call efficient court coverage at the kitchen line. It doesn't look like he's working hard, but he is, Will.
Right out.
Misfire on that backhand. Johnson still threatening, 3 points away, taking this one. He's really just dialed in that movement, like you said, Dave, just able to survive the barrage of drives from Rafa Hewett.
And Hewett content on staying back and just pounding ground strokes. And it's wearing him out.
A little unsuccessfully at this point. He will use his second time out of the game, I believe, trailing 4-9. But if you're at this point in the match,
because he knows when that ball is literally a foot off his paddle, Rafa Hewett knows where that return is exactly going.
Right. Stays back here.
And that correctly caught long with the wind pushing it ever so slightly.
Bit of a gift there from Johnson. Wasn't exactly an aggressive return.
Yeah, so Hewitt's got to get off a 4. Right now, it's 4-9 here in this deciding game 3.
Right out.
Just unable to make a clean contact on that forehand on the run. Nice volley there from Johnson, but yeah, Hewett walks slowly over to get that ball. Just trying to regroup.
Yeah, as you said, terrific volley there by J-Dub.
Right, four.
I'm surprised that he took that ball out of the air. It was down by his ankle, and that's a really tough ball to drive. So that gets us to match point here on the grandstand court. Here it comes.
One match point save there for Hewett.
Interesting, he decided for the first time in game 3 to return and come in on match point.
I mean, hey, if all goes well for him, he won't have to return another ball, if he keeps the serve for 8 straight points.
I thought that was a very interesting decision.
He says that's one of them, and he is correct. He gets to 5 now. And we'll see if Hewett can make an improbable run here.
Oh, he got the ball he wanted. He got an easy backhand cross-court roll, which he rarely misses. That's his favorite shot.
10-5.
And that is gonna do it. J.W. Johnson out-duels Rafa Hewett. 3 games. What a match this one was, Dave. Takeaways from the birthday boy, J.W. Johnson.
One of the most entertaining matches we've had the entire week.